Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Registered Ranching Podcast, where cows, humor, and a little bit of cowboy wisdom collide. I'm Tucker Brown, sharing stories from the ranch and a TikTok every now and then. We're here to keep the ranch in the family and the family in the ranch. So, let's saddle up. Hey, saddled up, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 68. I'm Tucker Brown. Michael Stevens over on the other side. Welcome to the podcast. Do you want middle name in there or just first
that's what I go by.
It's just
Jimmy Dale Abner. Yeah.
Jimmy Dale Abner. Welcome to the pod, dude. Appreciate you coming in.
Oh man, I guess you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for guests. So.
Oh yeah, we were looking for them, and
yeah,
you're the last one on the list, but
this is the last podcast.
Yeah.
So.
I appreciate it. No. I thought we were gonna get started earlier. I didn't realize you put on that much makeup to before this deal. I guess the lighting or whatever, but
I gotta get ready.
I got you.
I don't show everybody my makeup room.
I got you. No, yeah, makes sense.
That's what the beard is for, so I don't have to.
I understand. Yeah, you bet.
If I had a mustache that curled like yours,
yeah,
I might be able to do that.
When I grow up, it'll kind of grow in. But
you're saying I have a chance to?
Yeah, no, I've got I am so anti-Nazi. I've got the anti-Hitler mustache. Like there's no hair.
Just
right
the
there.
reverse.
The reverse Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, that's what I call it. So
Michael's German, so
yeah. Hey, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. We just came off a history-making sale.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that last podcast.
we didn't.
Yeah.
We need to, though.
Yeah, sold the highest average we've ever had, the highest cow we've ever sold, and the highest bull we've ever sold, all in the same sale.
Yeah.
It was solid. One bull for leadoff Angus bull for $154,000. The leadoff cow for $100,000, and our average was $17,000. Crazy.
No, it was good to watch. What do you think they're going to sell semen out of Damascus for? What do you think a dose of that's going to cost you?
Well, I think they'll probably wait at least a year, and only the owners will have the capability to have it. And then when it releases, for the commercial guy, I bet it'll be like $30, maybe $25.
Yeah.
$25, $30. And then, I don't know, registered? I don't know. Good question.
Isn't that cool though?
50? I don't know.
I can't afford a $154,000 bull. Just I can't personally do it. But
I can't either.
A lot of people can.
I really
That's
don't.
why we've never sold one like that. The Gardeners sell like 3 every sale they have like that.
Yeah. But I don't need that bull. And
Just need a semen.
I just need a semen. And on the average calf producer, it's got 20 head, for $600. You're breeding to
The best bull.
the best bull in the Angus breed right now. I'll say it. You may not, but the best bull in the Angus breed right now.
I like to say debatably first. Clears you of all.
Oh, okay.
Debatably,
Yeah.
the best bull in the
Yeah. I'll debate with
Angus
anybody.
breed. He's pretty sweet. But the sale was incredible. The only problem was that we didn't have more of them.
Yeah.
Which is why they're all so high right now.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
It is. So we're setting up for that October sale. The weird thing is whenever we have sales like that, anytime we have a record sale, the next year or the next sale tends to go down. I don't know if it's I feel like we lose the people who didn't get anything bought
Right.
don't come back. And then that we lose that customer, and so we don't have that floor. Like it seemed like the floor was at like 14,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happens is the next sale, we have those high-end bulls at the front. Our medium ones hold their end. And then at the bottom, those $14,000 guys aren't there. And it drops to like 9
Gotcha.
to 7.
Yeah.
And then guys who do come back, they're like, whoa, dude, I just stole these bulls.
Yeah. Sounds like second Wednesday in October. Throckmorton, Texas, place to be. Get
might,
you some bulls.
It might be. That's what happened last time. In 2016, when the market was so high, we averaged 10,000. We were like, whoa, never another bad day.
Yeah.
And then the next sale was like,
There's your bad day.
we averaged like 6,500, and we were like, what just happened?
Yeah, you bet.
Crazy. And then I got to haul Damascus.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured
You ever-
Donald wouldn't allow that. I figured you just loading him up in the dark. But I'm glad they trust you like that. That's good.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Load him in the dark. Yeah, I just had to take him to Elk City. You ever been there?
Yeah, actually, I grew up in Cheyenne, Oklahoma. So
Oh, yeah,
Elk
not
City
far.
was like our big town.
I'd say not far.
Yeah, me and world champion Sage Kimsey went to elementary school together for a little bit. So
Teach him how to ride.
I did.
Yeah.
Actually, we were in a play day together, and
Nice.
we were running down the return alley because that's what you do when you're 5 years old.
Of course.
And he ran under a limb. His horse knocked him off the back of his horse.
Ooh.
I guess he learned to ride one better now. But yeah, I'll take some credit in that. You bet.
As you should.
I should.
I mean,
Yeah.
I taught Wesley Thorpe.
No, yeah. I remember that. I was there. I saw
was
it.
there.
Yeah. Yeah. That arena just north of town.
Yeah, of course. And I remember it's a great story for like 2 truths and a lie of where I say I beat Wesley Thorpe in a
Oh,
roping.
yeah. Yeah.
It was a JKRA and we were 12.
Hey,
But
that's
Still
a win.
counts.
Yeah.
it
a win's a
still
win,
counts.
You know?
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite things to like 2 truths. I did it on the live with Lucia at last year's NFR.
Uh-huh.
Anthony Lucia had which we had a podcast with him. If you haven't heard it,
I
is
did.
Awesome.
That's good.
It is awesome. One of my favorite ones. But he had a live with Lucia show, and this is where I tend to be. Somebody backed out, and then like my sweet spot is just being in their mind,
Right.
To where when they get in a bind, I can jump in, and that's what happened. Somebody backed out on him last second. He called and he said, "Dude, I need you. Can you jump on?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah, you bet.
I'll jump on."
Okay.
And so we played 2 truths and a lie, and I said that one. And he was like, "Yeah, right." And then I was like, "Yep, I beat him." He's like, "Where? What number are you?" And I was like, "We were 12."
Yeah. Yeah. I just tell everybody I was number 12.
Number 12. Number 12.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they go that high. That's all right. They do for me.
That's what I am.
You know. But no, being available like that just helps your business in any way. I mean, we ended up getting a client at the feedlot that he called me. There were some tornadoes north of town, and he called me and he said, "Hey, is there any way you can receive some cattle tonight? Like, where roads washed out, we can't get cattle to us." I said, "Yeah, you bet." It was like 2:00 in the morning. I mean, we can literally see the tornadoes, and we unloaded them, and he's been bringing us cattle ever since. So just being available like that,
Dang
you know,
right.
that's awesome.
Well, let's go there. Jimmy Dale Abner, Feedyard owner. We grew up together, went to the same FFA things, played sports against each other.
Yeah.
Went to a lot of cattle conventions
Yeah, sure.
together.
Yeah.
Now we're on a podcast together.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to correct you real quick. I don't own the yard. My dad owns the yard.
Oh, okay.
I run it. Kind of similar to your situation, I
Yeah.
guess. So no, my dad owns the yard, and so he was an ag teacher. He retired 3 years ago and wanted to move back closer to the grandkids and asked me what I was doing. And at the time, I was trying to build a feedlot on some family land, and there was 5 pipelines running across there, and 4 of them approved our plans, and one of them said no. So that means no.
Dang.
And I was pretty worried. You know, that was my goal, my dream for a long time, and I just kind of went to God and I said, "Hey, man, you know, I thought this was where I was supposed to be. What are we doing?" And I ended up calling on a yard that we did purchase and talked to him about it. There was no cattle in it. It had been sitting for a while, and he didn't want to sell it to me. And I said, "Okay." So we waited a couple of months. My dad called him, and you know, just the age thing probably helped a lot.
Oh,
And
sure.
he said, "Yeah, let's look at it." And so Dad closed on September 1st of 2024. So we've been there about a year and a half, and it was pretty rough. You know, it'd been, I don't want to say, you know, neglected, just hadn't been used in several years. So we had to fix a bunch of fence and a bunch of pens, bunks, waters. You know, there were 63 pens there when we got there, and about 35 of them were usable. And now we've got all but one that's usable, and I'm going to have to rent a big piece of equipment to fix the water line at the end of it. So, but yeah, I'm happy to be here because I feel like feedlot industry's been getting some hate on your show. Like everybody,
think so?
everybody that's talked about. Well, I was at a feedlot for a year. I was there for a summer. I'll never go back. So
It's tough, dude. It's tough.
it is. It's
They ain't as cowboy as you.
Well, I don't know. About,
Ain't as tough as you. Ain't as tough as you.
Ain't as goofy as me, maybe, because I tell you, it definitely has its quirks and advantages and disadvantages. I really like the business side of things and trading cattle and getting cattle in, you know, knowing that in 120 days they're leaving.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the numbers behind it, but it's good for me. You know, I'm kind of a nut. I'm a squirrel. And if I do the same thing every single day, that's not good for me. That's not good for my health and my mental health. And so at the feedlot, I never know what I'm doing. You know, I know what my morning looks like. I'm going to ride cattle every morning. But after that, I may be grinding hay. I may be welding. I may be on the phone, politicking, you know, trying to get cattle in. And so just the diversity that we have there, it's really good for me, and I really enjoy it. And
Yeah. That's the truth. But how many cowboys do you know that like that business side?
Not a lot
Or
of
ranchers.
not a lot of cowboys.
Right.
And I think there's a distinction between a cowboy and a cattleman, and
Agreed.
both of them have their place in this world, and both of them are doing what they love.
And need it. And needed.
Yeah, I was a cowboy for a long time. I mean, that's my wife. I tell everybody, my wife dropped out of nursing school to marry some broke cowboy, and they all say, well, mistakes happen, Dancy. And then I'm like, oh, no, that was me. So, no, there was an event in my life.
Who's in the peanut gallery, by the way?
Yeah, my
Shout
beautiful
out.
wife, I tell you. She's good looking, man. I tell you what. Whew. No.
You have to deal with him all the time, huh?
Yeah. So we jumped all in on this deal. So Dad
What'd
bought.
she say?
She actually works for me.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't. I had the ears in.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
hear
you're
it.
good. She works for me. We jumped just head first. I mean, went all in on this deal. Turned back some lease country we had that we were running some yearlings on and running some cows on. We sold every cow we owned because I just knew I wouldn't be able to be at the yard and then going and checking those lease places. So we moved into the office building at the feedlot. We pulled our kids out of school. We homeschool. And she left her very, very lucrative oil field job to be there and support me. And so, we went all in. And I'm a blessed man. I get to work hand in hand with my family every single day. And somebody asked me the other day, my son, he's a freshman in high school now, freshman in high school. He's starting varsity on the baseball team, leading off. I mean, the kid's athlete. He's got that hybrid vigor in him that helps. And
Got that from you.
yeah. No, not at all. But he's super athletic. He really enjoyed like one-act play and stuff like that. And he shows, and so there was a parent that was like, man, we'd really like Luke to come back to school. Like, he's just an asset. He's really cool. And I said, $10,000 a semester. And they said, what? I said, that's what it's going to cost you. I said, you're going to hand him $5,000 cash. You're going to hand me $5,000 cash, and then I'll enroll him in that semester. I said, because one, I can't replace him.
Yeah.
He's 15 years old. He drives the feed truck. He rides cattle. I was in a bad wreck, I don't know, about a year ago and couldn't get on a horse, and he's bringing sick cattle to me. That kid is just so impressive for his age. He's gotten 5 loans to buy cattle himself.
Nice.
He's paid them all off in advance. He knows what interest is. He's going to be more financially literate. Well, he probably already is more financially literate than 90% of the freshmen and sophomores in college.
Sure.
I mean, so I love what we do. It does come with its challenges, like if we had an HR department, I'd probably get in trouble for sexual harassment on my secretary, but I'm the HR department, so they just hand it to me and I throw it away. But it's hard when they're that good looking, Michael, I'm telling you. But it's a bit of advice. If you're going to sleep with your secretary, go ahead and just marry her. It helps.
Mike needs some dating advice. You have any?
Yeah, well, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. So I chased Dancy in high school, just not hard enough. And I asked her out on a date, and then the girl I had just broken up with was a crazy barrel racer, and she talked me back into going with her. So I had to call Dancy and say, hey, I'm getting back with my ex. We can't go on a date. But then she didn't talk to me for like 3 years. So, yeah.
Had to earn her back.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't easy. She didn't make it easy, but I don't know. That was kind of enticing. That and, her rear third helps a lot. And I tell you, Mike, like when you go to date a girl,
Do you need a mute button for him?
you need to look at her dam. Okay? So like my mother-in-law is good looking, okay? And I'm confident enough to say this. All right? So I knew that when I was taking this heifer in, that she had the genetics to really,
perform
do a great
like
job.
her mom.
Yeah, you bet. And I tell you what, though, man, and this is super important on the cattle side, like phenotype and EPDs don't always match, right? So she is just extremely good looking, she's not structurally correct. She's the only woman I know that is knock-kneed and pigeon-toed at the same time. I think that's what makes that muscle in the rear, so we may breed some cattle for that. But Cavanese, zero. We had 2 C-sections, okay?
Yeah.
So Cavanese was awful. Milking.
Growth, baby, growth.
Yeah, milking, horrible. they were all on formula the whole time. But no, good looking kids. They grew really good. But no, that's my advice. Yeah.
Is it hot in here?
Look at the dam of the potential wife.
Yeah, that's smart.
But no, in all honesty, when you choose a life partner, you know, when I started Mulberry Creek Cattle Company, which is my business, I started it on a whim. I was working for a guy at the sale barn, and I made a deal with him. Let me re-say that. I was working at the sale barn for a guy that was managing it. He was just a buddy of mine and needed help. And I told him the only way I'd come work the sale barn is if I got to load every truck. And he's like, why do you want to load trucks? I said, because I need to meet people. You know, that's what's going to help me in my life. So I had business because my wife made me some business cards, and it just literally said my name, my phone number, cattleman entrepreneur. That was it. And I just handed them out to everybody. And it paid off because about 6 months later, I got a phone call. And the fella called me and he goes, Jimmy Dale, I messed up. And I said, well, what can I do for you? And he said, well, I got 5 head of beeves going to the processor tomorrow, and I only need 1. Do you and your wife need some beef? And just instantly my how do I make money on this brain kind of snapped. And I said, well, what do you want for those cattle on the hoof? And he said, let me call you back. I said, okay. So he called me back. And he told me a price, and this was in 2019, so it wasn't where we are
prices,
today.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, can I run some numbers and give you a shout back? He said, of course. So I hung up the phone, ran some numbers really quick, called him back, promised to buy those cattle if he delivered them to the processor. You know, whatever they weigh, when you drop them off at the processor, which I was getting the shrink on the truck right over there, whatever they weigh, I'll pay you right there. So the processor sent me what they weighed or sent me pictures of the scale. I did not have the money to buy those cattle. Did not have the money. I mean, just it wasn't a thing. Within 30 minutes, I'd come up with a name, a brand, a logo, made a Facebook post. Hour and a half later, I was sold out of beef. Sold 4 full beeves in an hour and a half. Then I tell my wife, hey, I just spent, like $8,000 on some cattle. She said, we don't have $8,000. I said, no, we're going to have to go get some deposits. So I ended up ducking him for about 3 days, and then I got a check to him, and that's what started it. And then, I realized, hey, I've got an eye for cattle. I went to college on a livestock judging scholarship. Like, I can pick good cattle. And so before we even owned our own cattle, I was going to feedlots that may have some, one-offs or just something that didn't fit a load, and I'm buying fat cattle from them. And that's how we supplied our beef business. And so that's what started it right there. But the support that she had when you pick a wife, to be able to gamble like that and her to believe in you, that's more valuable than anything in this world. I mean, and there's days where I don't believe in myself or that I'm worried about something, and she comes to me and reminds me, hey, you're Jimmy Damn Dale. Do your thing. You know what you're doing. You've come this far. Let's go.
Pillar.
JDD.
Yeah, JDD. Yeah. So.
That's what the Bible says.
Says Jimmy Damn Dale.
I don't remember that.
The wife is a pillar.
The wife is a pillar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Abner's from the Bible. My last name.
Really?
Yeah, he was a warrior in Paul's army, and then when David became David, he moved over and was like David's favorite warrior, one of his best friends, and the other warriors got jealous of him, so they sent him out into battle by himself and retreated and let him get killed. So,
Dang.
And David wept. So pretty cool,
Dang.
dude. Yeah, to have somebody that slayed Goliath cry over my namesake. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We hadn't. We're studying the life of David, and we're not at that point yet. So
Yeah, you'll get there.
yeah, now I'm gonna remember that part.
Yeah,
So there you go. There's your dating advice.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's dating advice.
A couple
Write it
turns
down.
and
Write it
U-turns, but
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you
liked
can
it.
cut like an hour and a half of that out. We've been here for a while. That'll be
no,
okay.
it was good. I liked it. It was funny.
So Feedyard manager,
Yes, sir.
and what got you to that? I know there's a long story in that.
Yeah, so short and sweet version. Being an ag teacher's kid, not coming from a place that was going to be handed down, I knew that to do what I wanted to do, I wasn't going to be able to run a cow-calf operation. And, where we're at, it takes a lot of acres to run some cows. Mm-hmm. So if I can chop that land up into pens, I can run more cattle. And trading cattle is more liquidable, and there's always money to be made. I make my money on the buy. And it was just really, attractive to me in that sense of I can build something big enough. One of the worst decisions I ever made was having 4 kids. And so everything I break up is going to get split four ways.
Times.
And so it's got to be pretty dang good for it to be,
Yeah.
attractive for them. And so that's kind of like where I'm going is just I gotta build something that's big enough to be cut four ways and still be valuable to those kids. And I knew I wasn't going to do it on the cow-calf side. So that's kind of what inspired that.
Yeah, that's tough. I liked, which the Feedyard business is a little tough right now with the shortages and stuff.
Extremely tough.
But how many people do you know, like the guys that took I heard it once, they're like, man, they took the opportunity, and they're like, well, at the time, it was a risk.
Yes, sir. Oh,
and
yeah.
that changed my mindset on it, and I was like, oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Because then it probably wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
Because imagine if we were buying cattle 4 years ago, if we were buying cows or calves 4 years ago, and we're like, dude, I can't do that. It's too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be screaming at myself 4 years ago,
yeah.
like, dude, buy them all.
Yeah. Well, I sold a set of heifers. I bought some really, really nice heifers that were light, developed them at the yard, put a bull on them, sold them as exposed. This was spring of last year. I sold them for $3,200 a head. And there was a guy from where my wife's from. He called me. He's like, "Hey, what do you want for them heifers?" I said, $3,200 a head. He laughed at me. He thought I was an idiot. And he was like, "Well, when you get a realistic price, call me back." And I said, "Okay," but I mean, I knew the genetics. They were fancy. They were really nice heifers. And a set of brothers from Merkel, good friends of mine, they called me and they said, "We want them. Like, this is going to be our start. We want them."
Yeah.
And so I sold them. And they called me this year and they said, "I think we're going to sell these as pairs." And I said, "I don't blame you."
No, I don't either.
I don't blame you at all. And so that one guy passed on some really nice cattle because the price was something that he hadn't been used to.
Yep.
And them boys made a pretty good lick on just calving them out. So, yeah, it was a big risk to buy the feedlot. We're probably still in that risk stage. Like, I'm an optimistic person. I always try to look, at what can be. So we're definitely still in that risk stage. Things are touch and go, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to hold on to that place. I'm not going down without a fight. I mean,
Has that Mexican border closing changed anything for you?
Yeah. There was several buyers that just don't have cattle. That's where they got their cattle from. Mm-hmm. And there are still some cattle out there to be bought. I tell everybody the equation's the same. The variables have just changed. So get inventive with things. And there's cattle that we buy that are profitable. We go east, and a lot of people are kind of scared of those cattle. We do a really good job of keeping those cattle alive. I don't think it's because I have a magic pill or I do anything better than anybody else. It's my name on the gate, and it's my dad's, and I want it to be successful. So we ride those cattle extremely hard. We ride them twice a day. We feed in the evenings, which is different than most anybody, but it's kind of backed by science with a nutritionist, and doing those things differently have lowered our death loss, and we can take those high-risk cattle, and just by changing the geography on those cattle, I can get them 40 cents cheaper with trucking from where we're getting them from. They come here, well, now they're more valuable. And the first 60 days, they're pretty rough. I mean, they definitely look rough. But day 61, you can't tell me that they're not natives.
You mean it's Alabama cattle?
Well, a little bit of Alabama cattle. Yeah, not quite that far east. But no, we do get some Alabama cattle, some Mississippi cattle.
Yeah.
Get a lot of cattle out of Mississippi. I got a good friend that's an order buyer over there. He does a really good job of sending you the right type of cattle. And then by changing the geography when we sell, by heading north with them or putting them on video, we're making, a 20-cent premium compared to our local sale barn. So I'm saving 40 cents a pound on a truckload by bringing them to me. By the time they weigh what they weigh when I sell them, that's 2 truckloads, and I'm picking up 20 cents, so I'm doing it again. And that's 60 cents you pick up just by changing the geography on one. You just got to get inventive.
And that's 60 cents a pound, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very inventive. I mean, I feel like guys like yourself who are new is not the right word, but your business is new.
Yeah.
It's like those are the companies that are always so creative and looking for ways that is not the normal.
Yeah. Well, Your situation is so drastically different. Like when you say you do something because your granddad did it that way, you had a pretty dang good granddad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if he did it, there was a reason behind it. Now, he was also really good at talking to people, so he probably told you why he did it that way. But there are so many people in the cattle business that say, well, I just do it because my granddad did it that way. Well, what was his reasoning? You know,
And they might not even say it, but they still.
Yeah, and back in 1950, things were, probably a lot different. I don't have a grandpa that was involved in the cattle industry. So my grandpa, my dad's dad, was a coal mining safety instructor in the Wichita Mountains.
Where is Wichita?
That's far, Wichita, Wichita. They call it everything. It's far eastern Oklahoma.
Huh.
Yeah, so I'm a Texan. I'm going to say that. My dad graduated from Durant, Oklahoma, so he's Okie. But no, I'm a Texan. But yeah, that's what he did for a living. And he passed away. My dad was 11 years old. And actually, his best friend, my grandpa's best friend in the world is Jimmy Dale Levins, and I was named after him. He stepped up and, never tried to be dad, but was always there for my dad and my uncle. And when I was born, they wanted to honor him and name me Jimmy Dale after him. But I don't have a grandpa to say this is why I do things. And so what I do has to be, backed by science and a little bit of gut feel and a whole lot of luck at times. But I do things because they make sense for me.
Yeah, of course.
And so, yeah.
Well, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to. Well, this leads us into one of my favorite segments of the podcast. We've been talking a lot about price, Jimmy Dale. We've been talking about getting money. We've been talking about how to make the money. But you got to know where your money goes, Jimmy Dale. It's important because that's how you make a business, right?
That's right.
So my friends over at Ambrook sponsor this segment, and it's called What's It Cost? So Mike and I have a few things put together that we're going to ask you what you think this item costs. You give us that idea, and then we're just going to tell you where that's at. This is meant for you to, and maybe you'll hit it.
Okay.
But this is meant for you to think about and to struggle, because a lot of times there's a lot of ranchers that don't know what it costs.
100%.
And Ambrook helps us do that. These may be things outside of your business.
That's okay.
What's it cost, Mike?
Okay. We're going to do a 8-foot J-bunk. It's concrete.
Oh, I'm going to guess $270.
$459.
$459. Yeah, that's probably why we don't have those. Yeah. We got some metal 24-inch ones, so we have to shovel out, but that's okay.
You got a John Deere 6110M.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't even. I'm not a farmer.
2023.
It's like 2023 tractor.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
We just think a tractor like
dude,
that would run.
It's like, I don't know. I'm going to be like Trump. It's going to be $1 million. It's going to be $1 million. I have no
Millions
clue.
of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
124,000.
Oh, is that a little tractor then?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I was picturing like a.
It's not cabbed. It just has
okay.
like a roof over it.
That's how you cheated him.
Yeah. That's okay. Every time I'm on a
110.
tractor, I lose money. I tear it up. So that's okay.
What else you got?
Okay. So we're gonna do a tire mix. I don't know what brand. So
tire mix.
Tire mix.
I might be mispronouncing this.
Oh no.
What is
It's
it?
it's a mixer wagon. AK Zero tire mix.
I don't know.
Like
It's orange.
okay, so to pull
An
behind
orange
it,
tire mix.
Yeah,
pull behind
behind.
a tractor.
Yeah, feed mixer. Yeah.
I've never heard of that brand, but I priced a vertical mixer the other day, and it was like $82,000.
Yeah, this must be like a Temu one. It's 28,000.
How big is it? Hang on a second. See, I don't feel like I'm getting all the facts here, Michael.
Come on.
Yeah,
Mike.
that mixes like a bowl of cereal amount of feed. It's a 45 horsepower. See, you're not letting me know the sizes.
It don't say no size on there.
Oh, horsepower, 45 horsepower. That's a little bitty tractor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I do know
see
that.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that part.
That's for feeding sheep.
well, here we go. Let's get you another one then.
I'm bombing at this. That's
What's
okay.
it cost?
What's it
I
cost
don't
what?
even know this.
Okay.
The hedging seems to be extremely important today with the volatility of the market.
Yeah.
And I'm not a specialist in that,
I'm
but
not.
I have hedged some cattle that I have in the yard. What's it cost to hedge them?
Oh, shoot. We may have to cut this. Like, I really don't know. We use LRP.
Yeah. That's what we used. I mean,
So
livestock risk protection.
you know, I think we insured some the other day for $82 a head or something like that. You know, luckily I've got some really good guys that do that for me. But no, like
That's the important part. Is you had somebody do it for you.
Yeah, I don't have to know it. That's
I think
something
it
I want
cost
to
us
learn
like
more.
$72.
Yeah.
But that was 6 months ago.
Yeah, yeah. And it ranges. Like you got different plans that you can choose from and number of head that you do. It kind of depends on like the type of cattle that we buy too.
Yeah.
But traditional hedging is something I want to learn a lot more about. It's just I don't know if I have the capacity in my brain to hold all of that with everything I do.
Those guys who do know it are
Yeah.
sharp.
I had a guy tell me that he makes more money with figurative cattle than he does on the live ones, and so that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. But no, that's not something. It's something I'm going to work towards.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Okay. So a mid-size roto mix truck.
The truck. Oh, that's going to be $130,000.
120 for a used truck.
Yeah.
Dang.
See, hey, there we go. See, I knew that one
Yeah.
because I knew the size and everything.
Yeah.
The other one,
Left him hanging.
yeah,
Hold on.
it had me a riding lawnmower with a yard.
You know what a
buggy behind
Pinta
it.
is? A Pinta feed wagon?
A Pinta? No, I don't. Is that
Is
a
that on
Mexican
Temu
version?
too? Is that on
That's
Temu?
I don't know. Fred helped me out
Oh
with this
boy.
list.
Oh boy.
It is 437 cubic feet capacity,
I don't know what that means.
How many tons is
3
that?
foot in diameter.
3 foot and wait.
I think.
Show me. That one. I don't know the brand of that. I'm gonna guess like it says 4540 on the side of it, so I'm gonna guess $45,400.
$44,700.
Check that out. Check that out.
Check that out.
No,
Okay,
on the side,
I
like
see.
the model number. It
Yeah,
wasn't the
the
price. It's the
model
model
number.
number.
I'll be damned.
Pretty
They
dang
just put
close.
the price on the side of it right there. There you go. That's good.
I'll be
That's
damned.
good marketing.
Well, there you go.
All right.
That's what it costs. But Ambrook is like a QuickBooks, but it's built for agriculture, for feed yards, for ranchers, for am I going to say it right? Oysters.
Oysterarians. That's what you call them. Oysteries is the
Oysters.
building.
I like oyster
Really?
still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
we were
library.
talking to Ambrook, and they're telling me the different companies that use them.
Up in Maine,
Yeah, and there's a oysterarian is what I like to call them. But
it's a big old
an oystery.
How do you doctor an oyster? Like where does the shot go on that? How do you tag
Maybe it's
an
just in the
oyster?
water.
Oh, maybe.
It's like on a bunch of ropes, like a row of ropes, and
Yeah, I
they pull
didn't
the rope
heck
out. It's
yeah.
like a big old bushel of them.
Yeah. I bet tagging oysters is like milking an almond. You know.
I want an oyster right
something
now.
pretty
Never
hard to
seen
do.
a teat on
You know it's
it.
crawfish season.
Oh, is it?
It is crawfish season.
Well, that was by Ambrook.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ambrook. We love them. I'm subscribed to them. I am subscribed. Is that
You
the
are?
right? I am
You're a subscriber.
a subscriber to Ambrook.
Mm-hmm.
I
Good
use
stock time
Ambrook.
at sale.
I use Ambrook. Yeah, they're at the sale. Yeah. Well, this takes me to one of my favorite segments of the podcast, the Bedrock Tough Question. Welcome to the Bedrock Tough Question, brought to you by Bedrock Truck Beds, the toughest truck beds there are, and that's why we use them. Get one today and find out for yourself. And now back to the Bedrock Tough Question. All right, the Bedrock Tough Question. By the way, we're getting a new Bedrock truck bed.
Sure are.
It's going to go on a new rig we're getting. It's my first new rig since I've come to the ranch.
Oh, heck yeah.
Finally earned my way to a new one.
Landon got one before you, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Favorite job?
Everyone
Yeah,
has.
I figured so.
The
Bull man,
everyone, the bull man, the last bull man. I mean, I was like, what am I
Intern's parting
doing
gift.
wrong? So we're getting a new Bedrock truck bed put on that. So the Bedrock Tough Question. We have them because they're the toughest ones around. But Jimmy Dale, what's the toughest thing about working in the? What about you working in the feed yard?
Oh, right now it's cattle procurement, 100%.
Just getting them.
Just getting them in. Just finding people that are buying cattle still, finding people that want to send cattle to the feed yard. And right now is a hard time. Like there's wheat everywhere, and so I
They're
hate
just trying to put them on wheat.
Yeah. Which they don't perform as good, but the cost is a lot cheaper. And those cattle, they sell better coming off wheat if there's some compensatory gain for the next guy to buy. Which we don't try to get those cattle, super fat at 900 by any means. But just getting cattle in, and we've been hustling it, you know. So we made a trip to Mississippi, about 3 weeks ago, I guess, and we stopped at every sale barn from the bottom to the top. Yeah.
Sweet.
So we left San Antonio, Texas, drove across the bottom part of Louisiana into Mississippi, headed north. Got to meet Brett Favre. That was kind of cool. And then stopped at every sale barn on the way and the way back, and met some cattle buyers, met some producers, and drummed up some business that way. So it was good. And that's another thing too. Like, I don't mind getting in the pickup and going. I don't mind getting on the phone and calling. You know, I had a guy that's been in this business longer than me, and he called me, and he's kind of in the same boat. He said, Jimmy Dale, how many cattle do you have? So I told him. He's like, well, how do you got that many? I said, I pick up the phone. You know, I've called every state association from here to Florida. So I just hustle it. And
That's pretty much what my social media is for me.
yeah, you just
Is
hustle
the
it.
phone.
Yeah, you're gonna get out of it what you put into it. And there's times where that means I'm not riding my 2-year-old, that I would much rather be on that 2-year-old. I'm in the office. I'm on the phone. I'm doing Skype meetings or whatever that looks like. And but yeah, that's definitely, to answer the question, the toughest part is just getting cattle in right now. And I'm probably the only man in the cattle industry, and we're gonna get canceled for this, is when it rains and when cattle prices are high, my business struggles. So when it's dry and cattle prices are low,
And they need feed.
I'm doing the best. And it's not that I don't pray for rain. I just don't. Well, I don't pray for it not to rain. I just don't pray. I leave the weather up to Jesus. Whatever he decides to send me. But no, you know, being at a feedlot when you get 5 inches of rain like we did last fall.
That's brutal.
Oh my gosh, it was nasty. I'm still getting mud out of my ears from that deal. I mean, that was just bad. So yeah, that's the toughest part of my job, is just getting cattle in at this point.
Well, look at, it's probably a lot why the Lubbock feeders
Oh yeah,
shut down.
yeah. And I've got some opinions on why that shut down too. But no, that was
wanna
definitely
share
a big
'em or
part of
no?
it. I think it's probably easier to. It's not as muddy when you go to settle up who owns what, and to when there's that many people involved. When there's
As
cattle
far as
in the
ownership
yard,
and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah. When there's cattle in the yard, it's a lot muddier. So to make a real estate deal easier, that might have been played a part in it. You don't have to put that in, like maybe not, but I do think that was probably part of it, because there was a lot of cousins and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about it much, honestly. I know they got a lot of Mexican cattle.
They did. They had a lot of them. And actually, one of our clients is married to one of the owners. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to send us some more business. I'm hoping.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's sad that they closed, but it's also scary, too. Like somebody like that's been in business for 70 years, they closed down.
It kind of makes everybody's head
Yeah. Yeah.
start swiveling.
Yeah.
What's going on?
A little sweating bull. Or sweating bullets a little bit.
Yeah, sweating the bull.
Hey, whatever.
Or shooting it, whatever.
Yeah, shooting the bull, stepping in it, smelling it.
Well, what do you think about this? It's warming up, and there's been a lot of talk about the screwworm. Starting to warm up. Where was the last one found? 70 miles south of the border?
Yeah.
70.
Man, it's disgusting that we are sitting here talking about the New World screwworm. Do you know how
Should have never happened.
frustrating that is?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous that we let it get this way. And I blame Mexico. I'll just say it. Like, I'm not going to run for governor there. So the Panamanians were producing all these flies and shipping them to Mexico, and they're supposed to be let out, and that didn't happen. And I think it, in large part, is we don't want to work with Big Bad Trump, and so we're not going to do it. And what's sad is, we talk about the cattle side of it, but look at the wildlife side of it, and look at the people.
Dude, the wildlife side would be destroyed.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, Lanham can make a good horse, but I don't think he can make one that can run white-tailed deer down so we can doctor them.
Nope.
So
Or go find the fawn that was just born.
yeah. Oh my gosh. And I really think that when people that have money and people in power, when their little weekend getaway, when they don't have the deer that they want to have, that's when eyebrows are really going to start getting lifted. Right now they think, oh, the cattle guys will figure it out, but no, when it starts affecting their playtime, that'll be a serious deal. But no, it's sad that we're even talking about that because never should have happened. Never should happen. But
COVID, it's crazy that like there's a lot of pieces that made it happen, but it did start during that COVID time. Of all the things that added into it, COVID was a part of that, and that's wild to me that in 2026 we are worrying about a bug that came here because of the part of the impacts of COVID.
Yeah, and it's going to change.
Also, some policies.
Yeah, it's going to change a lot of what we do in the feedlot, especially. When we get them bulls in, we get a lot of bulls. As
far as cutter bulls, you're saying?
Yeah, cutter bulls or even like 4-weights, straight off mama that they just haven't been worked. Like we're going to have to cut a lot of bulls. We dehorn a lot of cattle. We're going to have to change up how we do things and definitely keep an eye on things. And yeah, it's crazy that we're in this situation,
Yeah.
I bet your grandpa, when it started coming back, he was not thrilled.
No, I remember him giving me the look that he probably gave me when I told him why I was late one time when I was 16. But I'm just like, what?
Yeah. What was that reason that you were late?
It was after a basketball game, Friday night basketball game. Mm-hmm. And he had me and one other guy picking limbs that he had me cut down the week before, but he wanted the leaves to fall off for fertilizer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So then he had me and him going to pick them up on that Saturday morning.
You were a little late.
I was a little late. I was like, I just had a good game, and I was like, he'd understand. I'm going to sleep a little longer. And then I just remember showing up and him giving me that look like, because you had a good game?
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. That just, speaks volumes on your granddad, though, because, how many guys, when they cut limbs off a tree, go, let the leaves fall? Mm-hmm. How many people have that thought, You talk about
I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but
it's just a steward of the land. I don't know how much dead leaves are going to fertilize the soil, but the thought to have
he was always thinking about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just land improvement.
Oh, Rob, he's a good one. What is off the wall question here?
Okay,
if someone's name is Robert, and you shorten that, what do you call him?
Rob or Bob, I guess.
Rob or Bob.
Robert
Bob. I just got a new horse. I sold Trump, right?
Okay.
New horse coming up that we've raised. His name is Robert.
Yeah.
They've been calling him Bob. I would like to call him Rob.
He's your
Makes
horse?
more sense.
Is that considered changing his barn name?
I don't care. I've changed so many horses' names. There's a lot of those cowboy rules that I just don't care about. We bought a horse named Diablo. I'm not going to ride a horse called the devil. I'm just not going to. And so we changed his name.
To Dilly?
No, his name's Elvis now.
Dilly.
My wife calls him Ricky Bobby because when we first got him, he'd only had 3 or 4 rides on him.
Ricky Bobby.
And he would not go right.
He liked to go fast. To go left.
Well, no, he would just go left. I mean, would not go right. And so I had my son on my good horse riding next to me, just kind of trying, and he would push that mare into him, and this horse would stop and let her go. He just would not go right. And then, just trying to get him to move out a little bit more, I had my son trot in front of me so we can follow. And that sucker just went to hitting laps. He will not be second. So she wants to call him Ricky Bobby. I call him Elvis. I think
because he does the boogie or something.
No, he's got a little snip in his lip. So he kind of got that curl,
Yeah. Well.
So got that little Elvis curl. He's black. He's shiny. I don't know, but no, it's your horse. Name him what you want to.
Yeah.
What does he call the make-believe bucking horse all the time? Teacup, buttercup,
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
I don't know where that came from.
Jelly bean.
Name him Jelly Bean.
It was an old.
That would be funny.
It was an old bucking horse. Whenever Dad, as kids, when we'd be on the trampoline, whenever Dad would be the bronc or the bull.
Yeah.
That we would ride. I always wanted Jelly Bean because we would see him in the PRCA.
Yeah.
Or the NFR, and he would always rear out because you knew when Jelly Bean was coming out, he was going to rear and go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, call him Jelly Bean. I don't want to call him after a bucking horse.
Call him Billy.
Dilly.
I don't know.
Dilly.
Kind of want to call him Rob after.
I think Rob.
Yeah.
Rob.
I think that'd be really, really good. I think Rob's a good name, but if you want to sell him in a couple of years, I don't know. You may not want to waste Rob. You may wait till that's the one you're going to hang on to. Which I don't know.
Snap's kind of the one.
Snap's the one you're going to hang on to.
Probably so.
Yes.
I mean, he's 10 and
Yeah.
solid. I wish I knew more when I started him.
Yeah.
Like he's not he doesn't really challenge me anymore. And not because I'm a great rider, or a great horseman, just because I knew nothing.
Yeah.
At the time, I just knew how not to ruin one.
Yeah.
And some might call him ruined, but he's broke and I can do everything on him.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a horse that I wouldn't sell for any amount of money, and you probably wouldn't pay $500 for him, you know. But for what I do, he's really dang good.
I'm not selling for $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess I'd sell him, but
not any amount of money, but $100,000.
But 100, yeah.
No, we can talk about it.
What's really sad is he's retired now, and I just turned down $10,000 for him right before.
Did you?
And then we laid a trailer over on I-20, and it ruined him, so he's crippled. But no, that horse being a good horse, and I'm not a horseman at all. Like I'm not a horse trainer. But having a good horse like that taught me a lot. Mm-hmm. Taught me a whole lot. Where something that I might have made a mistake on, or something I messed up on training him, he just grew out of it, or he was just his natural instinct told him not to do that. Sure. He's a Hancock horse. And people talk bad about them Hancocks. I don't know why.
We got a bunch of that.
Boy, I like them.
I like
them. They got bottom. You ever seen High-Low Country? You never.
The what?
You've never seen the movie High-Low Country?
There's a reason I have 3 kids.
You ain't no cowboy.
No, I'm not.
You ain't no cowboy. Mm-mm. All right, well, you need to watch that movie. In there, they're talking about a woman. He says, Mona's got bottom. It's like a good horse. She's got bottom. Them Hancock horses, they got bottom.
They got bottom.
They're not going to.
What was it called?
High-Low Country.
Some guy told me to watch a movie called The Lonesome something.
Lonesome something. I don't know about that one.
Lonesome Dove?
Dove?
I thought it was Lonesome Pigeon.
Parakeet
Lonesome
or something
pigeon.
like that. The Lonely Parakeet.
The Lonely Parakeet.
No, that's that gay bar in Alabama. It's the Lonely Parakeet.
It's a Pink Pony Club actually on the beach.
Yeah. Who was it that was here that told us not to talk too bad about those Alabama cattle?
I like them.
I don't remember who it was.
Were they on the pod?
I feel like they were.
I think it was at the horse sale, the Gibbs family.
Oh,
I met them.
Those are my people right there.
Boy, I met them.
They're like, we're going to have to talk to Tucker about this Alabama junk.
No, I met them. I thought he was somebody else. I thought I recognized him.
Peter.
And I walked up to him and I said, hey, are you so-and-so? And he goes, no, I ain't. And I said, oh, well, no, because I asked him, I said, are you from somewhere in Texas? And no, sir, I'm from Alabama. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Well,
good impression.
Heck yeah. I lived in
Mike
East Texas
understood
for
you
a while.
perfectly.
I lived in East Texas for a while. East Texas and Alabama are pretty close to the same. But and I think those Alabama cattle, it kind of depends on where you're getting them from too.
For sure.
Like, are you getting them from the coast? You getting them from northern Alabama? Like, there's some good cattle there. There's some really.
look
good
at the
cattle.
difference between cattle and
Oh shoot,
Dalhart and the cattle in,
yeah.
Houston area.
Well, I mean, just in my college career, I went to East Texas A&M. It was A&M Commerce at the time, right? And then I graduated from Saul Ross.
Yeah.
You want to talk about
You saw
difference
both
in
of them.
cattle. Yeah.
You saw both different
Yeah,
cattle.
it's a big difference there. So, no.
Well, this leads me.
Time out. Something we got to bring up that I don't necessarily love to talk about, but the sheep.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
plan
just
on
bring
it.
as
I plan on it.
Sorry.
Okay, this leads me to one of my favorite segments of the podcast. Look, I wear boots made for cowboys. There are a lot of boots that aren't made for cowboys. Michael likes to wear them.
Yeah.
Anyway. The Fenolio boots, Fenolio Boot Company. That's the ones I like to wear. They're made for cowboys. And they sponsor this segment called Give It the Boot.
Yeah, my wife's got a pair
The
of
Fenolio
Fenolios.
boot. You can get a discount on your next pair.
Great.
Use
great
discount
boot.
code Tucker
I didn't
Brown.
do that.
All caps, no space.
We did not
Or
get
walk
the
in.
discount.
Or walk in, tell them Tucker Brown sent you. You get the discount.
She's never owned a pair of like nice boots in her life.
So you went and got her some?
She picked out elephant.
Nice.
The first pair.
You know what? I like these.
Yeah, that's exact. I said, them ostrich are awful nice.
Now that I think about it.
I want elephant, and so we did that. No, Caden's a good guy too.
Yeah, I like
Hey,
it.
Roll Tide.
Caden's a good guy. Great boots. Great people.
So if there was something, I'm going to leave it very open.
Okay.
And you can go as niche in the feed yard or as wide as the ag industry.
Okay.
What is something you would give the Fenolio boot? Kick it out.
In the feed yard, mechanicking. Anytime I have to mechanic, it's because I'm not very good at it. Like, I'm just not. And so if something broke down and I'm having to work on it, it's a bad day. So that's what I would give the boot if I could like hire a full-time mechanic just to go behind me and fix everything I break. That'd be really cool. But like on a more broad spectrum, in the state of Texas, I would kick out feral hogs, illegal immigrants, and aoudad, Barbary sheep. Those 3 things. Probably
What
in
about
that order.
I put aoudad and what are those things in South Texas that are big deer?
Axis deer,
No.
fallow deer, nilgai,
Mule deer?
nilgai are not deer. Those are antelope. That's okay.
Oh, wait, are they
Whoa,
wild?
whoa, whoa!
Deer-ish.
Isn't he the wildlife guy at the R.E. Brown Ranch?
Yeah, I quit that. I mean,
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
how.
It's a
That's
good
how
thing the social
they
media
scrape
came
the
up.
bottom of the barrel.
wait,
Yeah,
are
nilgai.
those wild?
Yeah, in places.
No
Aoudad?
way.
Yeah.
Down south,
Good eating, real good eating. Call him the Blue Devil.
dude. If you like to not like your meat, eat aoudad.
Oh no, don't eat all that. I don't know. You're from Alabama, so
that's
I
a-
eat everything.
That's
Yeah,
why I said
go
if you
ahead.
don't like to
Like-
if you like to not like it,
That's what's, Cajun season is for.
well, I figure like when you make your
And mustard.
you
And
make your
mustard.
possum stew, you could probably throw some aoudad in there to add some dirt to it. But
I've had possum.
really, are you
On
really from
purpose?
Alabama?
yeah, he's from L.A.
Yeah.
Lower
I've had
Alabama.
possum, steak,
Oh, you have had possum. I
turtle,
thought you said
squirrel.
you hadn't had possum.
No, I've had quite a bit of.
Oh, so you're not from Alabama?
You're
you
a
ain't,
fake.
you ain't eating possum. Possum and fried
don't eat
green.
roadkill?
Yeah. Possum and fried green tomatoes. That's the only vegetable I like.
Fried green tomatoes?
Fried green
Those
tomatoes.
are fried.
Huh?
because
You-
they're fried.
Fried green tomatoes
Yeah.
or just green tomatoes in general?
Well, I kind of like them all, but we had some fried green tomatoes in Alabama, just south of Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah, greenbow.
Yeah, we had some like fried green tomatoes with like some jelly on them, like dessert. Boy, I tell you
You
what.
ever had a fried green tomato sandwich?
Dude,
No.
Michael
Fried
tells
green
me new
tomato,
food all the
bacon,
time.
mayo,
Oh, like a BLT, but fried green tomatoes.
no lettuce in there.
No lettuce. Okay.
I need no lettuce.
Fried veggie
maybe
and
some, like-
bacon and mayo.
So maybe some like pepper jack cheese in that. That'd be good.
You could throw that on there.
You bet.
So you'd get the hogs out.
Hogs, illegal immigrants, and all that. Probably, man, I really hate all that. Like,
What makes you hate them so much?
so when I was at Saul Ross, they canceled the program. I moved all the way down there to study. And so I ended up getting my degree in natural resource management, sustainable ranch management. And I'd already had all my animal science classes taken. So the last 2 years of school, I studied wildlife and ag business, like wholeheartedly. And I got to go see desert bighorn sheep in the state of Texas on their native land. And that was awesome. And then I found out that these dang Egyptian sheep will run bighorn off water. Like, they're their biggest competitor for resources, and they run them off water. And we're trying to grow the population of desert bighorn, and we've got these immigrant sheep that are in the way competing for the same resources. And the problem with all that is, and people buy them, put them on high fences, and they normally last like 3 years. People get rid of them because when aoudad find land that they like, they just camp out on it until there's just as much grass on this table as is on that land. You know, our native species, they travel, they've got a big area, and they graze like cattle. You know, them aoudad boy, they find a spot and they just go to eating it until it's absolutely nothing.
I'll be dang.
Are they
And you
good
can't
eating?
eat them.
You can't?
No.
They're disgusting.
We even
Why?
tried. We even shot a lamb one time, and like,
You ever soaked it in mustard?
no, I don't like mustard. Well, I like honey mustard.
Yellow mustard.
I don't like.
Pulls
just
the
straight
game out of it. It does.
Okay.
Put in duck, mullet.
I love duck, but I don't put it in my mustard.
No, you like soak it
Don't
in
ruin
your
your
mustard,
mustard with a duck.
then you wash it, and then you put your seasonings on and cook it the way you want to cook it.
So if we put mustard on it and then wash the mustard off, have we really accomplished anything? Like, I'm not.
No, you let it soak like overnight in the mustard,
Okay.
and it like pulls the game out. You know what mullet fish are? It's bait fish to everybody, but we tear those jokers up.
I bet you eat carp too. You eat
Yeah,
carp.
I
That
eat
sounds
anything.
like a carp.
Ugh.
A mullet,
I'll worry
silver
about you,
bullet.
Mike.
Oh,
Is
okay.
what they call
yeah,
'em?
I've seen them. Like,
Yeah, it's a mullet. Good eating.
I'll worry about you, Mike.
Hey,
Hey,
God put them on here for a reason.
His bait fish.
Get my belly.
Shoot you an audad sometime. Call me and let me know how it goes.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to cook it up. I'm going to find a way to cook it up and then start selling it. I'll open up a food truck in town here in Throckmorton.
Sell.
Run OC's away.
I don't think
shut your mouth.
I don't think you can compete against Austin's burrito with stinking old audad.
Never know.
The reason that there's such a problem down there, though, is the monetary value. You know, the ranchers can sell hunts on them. The problem is they're only selling big rams, and it takes them several years to get big, and they're not doing anything for population control.
Dang.
So
I thought they were fake whenever I remember I went to college, and, you know, they're right there kind of around Lubbock or Post area around that.
They've got some there.
That bedrock around that Cap
Rock, yeah.
And one of my buddies showing like, man, I went home and shot this. I was like, you have a high fence? He's like, no, it's an audad.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
You said all dad?
Not all.
Audad.
Audad.
Technically, they're called Barbary sheep.
Found them.
Yeah.
They're
It
weird.
does look like some Middle Eastern sheep.
Well, they're from Egypt. I'm like, golly, I hope somebody that didn't study wildlife like calls me and is like, you idiot, you made us look bad. But I'm pretty sure they're called Barbary sheep. And they're from Egypt.
They look like they would be good eating, though.
Yeah.
No, they
Wikipedia that real quick. Just double check me. We may have to redo this segment, but
No, you're right. Well,
What
you
she-
want me to look up where their origin?
yeah, like Kazakhstan, Egypt, something. No,
1 second.
Kazakhstan's in Asia. Never mind. That's where Marco Polo sheep are from.
I don't even know what those are.
It's like the world's biggest sheep.
Huh.
They're called Marco Polo because he wrote about them when he was traveling across there. And they all thought he was lying. It's like they got
Rocky Mountains of North Africa.
Egypt. That's North Africa.
Sounds like.
Yeah. He was writing about them, and people were like, "There's not a sheep in the world that's as big as a horse." And then somebody saw him, besides the locals, and was like, "Oh, okay, those are the sheep Marco Polo wrote about." So Marco Polo sheep.
Marco Polo sheep.
Yeah, I am full of useless information. Just things you don't have to know. Ask me. I got them.
You ready for a good joke? You might know this one.
Okay.
What do you call? Let's see. What do you call? Oh, here we go. Why didn't the ewe get pregnant?
Why did you get pregnant?
I don't know. I know where this is headed, but I don't
Wait.
know. I don't know the answer to this joke.
Do you know, Mike? What are you counting? January, February, March.
I was doing the alphabet
Oh, you were going to you.
because I couldn't see the V.
Something about like Montana Cowboys or something. They had a half.
Somebody lonely.
No, they had like half price vasectomies down at the local doctor's.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
You
Tell
got to
me.
cut all that out.
Hit that
Go ahead.
punchline.
Why didn't the ewe get pregnant? Because she was under the weather.
Oh, but wethers are goats.
So what do you say?
I don't know.
What do you call a castrated lamb?
I don't know. We don't castrate them. They like them in their entirety.
But a wether is a castrated.
Castrated goat. It may be a castrated lamb too,
I
but
think it is.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
Now,
But she was under the weather. I
now
like
we're
it.
both probably just going to sound like idiots.
That's okay. That's why I came.
But she's under the weather, Mike, which is a castrated, like can't get
Weather
pregnant,
is-
or
Yeah.
she's under the weather, sick.
I get
Yeah. Thank you.
it. Tucker, you're the funniest dude ever, I swear.
Yeah.
Some of our other interns are like, "Don't laugh at that," and he's like, "I get paid to." Okay.
Yeah, that's my job.
I get
I
paid to
honestly
laugh
think
at his
Tucker's funny.
I get
They
paid
just
to-
give him a hard time.
He is.
See, I
Man,
did pay him really good, didn't
Has
I?
he ever seen the videos of like the parodies he did in high
Gosh,
school?
who knows? I don't think so.
No, I just love a good dad joke.
Yeah,
He
I
does
do
love
too.
dad jokes.
You want
I
to hear
do
one?
too. Yeah, let's hear one.
What do you call Batman that skips on church?
I don't know.
Christian Bale. Yeah. You get that one?
I get it. I know why
Don't
you're
you do it?
single. Totally get why you're single now.
This guy stinks!
Why can't a duck drive a car?
I don't know.
His windshield's quacked.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I'm a duck hunter. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of good duck ones, but
Gross.
Tucker's tired of hearing them. I say them all the time. I got the same like 10 jokes. That's me.
You could be a duck farmer.
That would be cool, huh?
Yeah. You could do that.
Fill
just
up
can't
a
do that
pond
here.
with corn.
I'd say you probably can't. Do it
No,
here.
no. A guy from Alabama told me this. He said, Poor boys put corn in water, and rich boys put water in corn. You know why?
Yeah, because you get the ducks to fly in, you kill them,
Yeah,
and then you water your crop.
yeah.
Yeah,
So basically, rich duck hunters buy a cornfield and then flood it.
they do.
Yeah,
Like up in Ohio.
yeah. So
Dang.
poor boys put corn in water. Rich boys put water in their corn. Yeah.
Didn't you? We were talking about sheep. Don't you have sheep?
I do.
Are you a sheep farmer?
No.
You're a shepherd.
You're a shepherd.
I don't know. I hate sheep. Let me start with that. Can we start with that? I hate sheep.
Dude, I worked with sheep in Ireland whenever I went there for 2 months whenever I
Yeah.
was in college. Dude, I after that I took offense to Jesus calling us sheep.
Yeah. They're dumb.
It just showed how dumb we are.
But yeah, I mean, we kind of fit that bill, Michael. But like,
Yeah.
but no, they're very dumb animals. Here's the problem. So I keep telling my wife we will no longer feed sheep as soon as they quit making money.
And they keep making
The
money.
dang things keep making money, as much as I hate it. Yeah, so we diversified. Helps fill the yard a little bit, and so what started it was when we bought that yard. It was growed up in careless weeds, and so I bought 80 head of nanny goats just to knock down the weeds, just clean the place up. And they kidded out, and I put the kids on feed, and they made pretty good money. And the market for those sheep, the people that are buying those sheep and goats, don't like things to be messed with. They don't want them cut. They don't want them, it's
tagged
pretty much as natural as you can get it. So
Yeah.
input's pretty low on them. They're eating less than like 2 pounds of feed a day. So the money's there. And so we had these goats, and somebody had some sheep for sale. And I thought, well, I'll try it. I'll try like, a small group of dorpers. And they made money. And then I was talking with a buddy who raises game sheep for hunting, and he said that the biggest bottleneck of his business is he has to wait till those rams are 3 years old to see if they're worth breeding, right? Like they've got like different classifications, and so it's like having a ranch with 75% bulls that you don't know are worth breeding, right?
Dang.
And he could not produce enough lambs for his customers because he had so many rams he couldn't run enough ewes. So I said, why don't you send them to me and let me feed them? And he said, well, because nobody's ever done it. And I said, well, here we go. And so I called a guy in Colorado. He feeds 65,000 head of sheep a day at a sheep feedlot. He helped me come up with a base ration. I contacted a lady who's known for antler and horn growth, and we added some stuff to the ration, and we can grow those horns bigger, faster, and cheaper than just having them out on pasture, and gives those producers a place to take them to and grow them. And then I'm a hustler, and so I saw a wanted ad basically on Facebook for a good source for sheep to ship to California. Made the phone call, and it's an Arabic fella, and we send him 100 lambs and 40 kid goats a month for them to butcher, and it snowballed, and we've got an order for 100 ewes a week. Let me say that again. We've got an order for 100 ewes a week going to Georgia. They sort through them. The top end or become replacements, and the bottom end go to halal processors. And then that snowballed. Again, I was just hustling. When my wife gives me the green light, I go. Like, she's the brakes. And so then we contacted a solar farm company, and that worked into they're pretty big. They need 5,000 head of sheep to run on their new contracts, and so we're working with them on that. So we really enjoyed doctoring sheep. Let me say that, because you can't do it horseback. We have a goat roping every day at my house.
You just got to fight them.
Yeah, we just rope them.
Yeah.
And I've got all them kids, so heading and healing a bunch of sheep every day. It's pretty fun.
There you go.
It is pretty fun. That's the only thing I like about it. It's just getting a rope and choke them down. It's pretty neat. But no, we do feed sheep.
And they make money.
Yeah, as
I'll be dang.
the situation that we're in right now, if the zoo called me and asked me to finish out some drafts, I'd be building 20-foot bunks, So yeah, we feed sheep. I think it's good to diversify. I really do.
Yeah, of course.
There's a study out of Angelo State saying that you can run one ewe per cow, And because the ewe will get into places that the cow won't, that you can run 1 ewe per cow and not change your grazing rate.
1 ewe per cow?
Yeah.
Like you can add
Yeah,
1
you
ewe.
can add
Wow,
1 ewe.
that's
So if
neat.
you're running 100 head of cows on a
I
place.
thought you were saying if you got rid of your cows, you could
No,
do
no,
1
no,
ewe. I
no,
was
no,
like, really?
no.
Oh.
You can run 100. If you're running 100 head of cows, it doesn't cost you anything to add 100 ewes. So
Just the fencing and the dogs. And
just the
pain.
fencing. Yeah, the fences and good set of dogs is important. Like a really good set of dogs. When we go to them solar farms, like I've got somebody that's got dogs, and it's really helpful. So
I thought whenever I came back to the ranch, I thought that's where, when we come back, we have to have a business plan. that
right.
Grows the ranch. And whenever I left TCU, sheep were making money. A lot of money. And I was like, well, I'll just have sheep.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, sheep, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
nah.
like, where are we going to put those sheep? Because they're not going to go where our bull customers come up. I was like,
He don't want them to be seen.
and he's like, maybe on the north side. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying you can't do this. There's just places you can't do.
Oh, my dad hates it. Like I advertise for people to send us sheep, and he's like, stop doing that. I'm like, Dad, it's filling pins. He's just don't do that no more.
Filling pins.
Don't do that no more. So
Filling pins.
yeah, but no, I think it's important for anybody to diversify. I mean, how many revenue streams do you have? You personally?
Me?
Yeah.
6, 7.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's probably close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just do social media alone,
Yeah.
if you can count social media as one, and there would be, it's probably 5.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I mean, we sell beef. We feed cattle. I buy cattle for people. I consult, and we do sheep. And the sheep's 3 different ways,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're diversified on your sheep.
yeah, I'm learning a lot. It's something I never thought I don't want to be an expert in it, but I'm learning a whole lot, and it pays the bills. So we're gonna keep doing it until it stops.
One of my friends, he was in the Army, and they were trying to figure out, what job he was going to specialize in. And then they were like, well, depending on what job you're good at is depending on where we'll send you. And you can say you want to be, in Abilene, Texas, but if your job isn't needed there, you're not going.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, where do I want to go? And he just kind of reversed, what do you call that? Reverse engineered it.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I want to go to Hawaii. And so he looked up what jobs they needed in Hawaii.
Right.
And radio technology was going out, so they didn't have anybody studying it. He was the only one that studied it, so he got to pick where he was going to go.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because they were going out with the radio, nobody wanted to be in it going out. And so he got to live in Hawaii for 4 years. And
Yeah.
Dang.
I like how he, this just goes back to being inventive. He said, this is where I want to be. Whatever it is, that's whatever you got to do to get there.
Right. And I feel like that's what the new businesses kind of have to do is reverse engineer. What do you want to do? Well, I want to feed cattle. It's like, okay, well, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to feed some sheep along the way. We're going to do this and do that.
Oh, that's exactly right. I mean, my goal was to be trading, 3 truckloads a year was my goal of cattle, right? Well, Capital Farm Credit had a different goal for me. We'll work up to that. So my operating loan was not going to be good for cattle because the number of head I bought increased the risk, if that makes sense, right? So you buy 110 and you lose 2, that's okay. You buy 20 and you lose 2, that's not okay.
A little different.
And so we started buying the sheep, and it works good. And in fact, we just got our operating loan increased because it is doing so good. So I guess that means more sheep.
More sheep.
More sheep.
Now you got to ride the wave sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. And my daughter, she was doing mutton busting. Boy, we had plenty of practice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we
I
had
bet you
plenty of
did.
practice. We had some with handles on them too.
Nice.
I think they should do some like a series of mutton busting, and then put some of them game sheep at the end, like the ones that jump.
Yeah.
That'd be ranked.
What advice do you have for some young cattlemen that are in college right now, wanting to get into ranching, wanting to get into ag?
Wanting to get into ag. Okay. I've got 2 pieces of advice. To get into ag, the feedlot industry is a pretty good place to do it.
Great way.
You're going to learn a whole lot in a hurry.
Great way to do it.
I mean, and in fact, I'll just put this out here. We're hiring right now. Like, I need a hand.
Come on.
I really do. So if you're young and aggressive and want to show up, I will teach you everything I know. I have no problem sharing my knowledge. My dad's a retired ag teacher. He loves teaching. But go somewhere where you can learn. And when you're there, you can learn what not to do, and that's okay. There's a lot.
Important.
There's so many
important.
places I day worked. When I was day working all the time, boy, I ain't going to be able to set up pins like this. Boy, I ain't going to run cattle like this. Boy, I'm not going to talk to my wife like that. You know, I saw it all. So just go in with an open mind. Know your value, too, and increase your value. If you can learn, like in my operation, if you've got mechanical skills, you're going to take precedence. You know, I would rather you be good at mechanicking than riding a horse. I can teach you how to ride a horse. Not really good, but you won't fall off.
Yeah.
Which I fall off, but maybe not. But bring some value to the table and know your value. We had a young lady reach out to us that wanted to intern with us and was pretty interested, had some family in the area, really wanted to kind of learn the buying, trading to scale your business, and that's something I'm pretty good at. And so we talked about it. We were pretty interested, and I asked her, you know, what are you looking for out of an internship? So she told me, and then she said she wanted $20 an hour. And I can't pay the least experienced person the most money.
Nope.
So kind of know that when you go somewhere, like if you get the internship at the Ari Brown Ranch, the knowledge that you're getting, the people that you're around is worth so much. It's the majority of the pay is what I would say. I mean, just a few, like being a friend of yours from high school, like the stuff I learned from your dad, just, you know, riding in the pickup with him every once in a while, just the value and just being an intern there. Oh my gosh, that's a great opportunity. So get out there and find you a place to just pick up the dang phone. It's not as hard. Like, people aren't going to come to you and offer you a job. Pick up the phone, go to calling people. Like,
except I called Mike.
He did.
Oh.
He did. Yeah.
Like,
but only because you introduced yourself at CattleCon.
Yeah. Introduced myself, and then introduced myself again as Matt at the Red Bull event last year.
He didn't introduce himself as Matt. I called him Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw him walk by, and I was like, I was
about to say,
hey,
how much
Matt?
Red Bull did you drink to have the wrong name? Hi, I'm
Well,
Matt.
I asked him soon after I called him Matt. I said, you had a few of those? He goes, 12.
He's like, you know what? I'm going to hire this guy.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, somebody that'll engulf 12 Red Bulls to keep function, that's pretty good. You know?
Do whatever it takes.
Yeah. But no, just get on the phone. If you want it, you can have it. And you can do that with anything in this world. If you want it, you can have it.
Yep.
I wanted a smoking hot wife. I went and got her. I wanted a feedlot. We went and got it.
You must have been in the dog house here recently.
No, man, as good looking as I'm infatuated by my wife. People like love their wives. I'm telling you right now, if I walk through anywhere, I'm going to smack her on the butt. I smack her on the butt when we're working the shoot.
I send Instagram things that say like, scientifically, it's a sign of a good relationship.
Dude, I'm going to live to 150. There's nothing that could kill me.
I remember Granddad doing that all the time.
I'm telling you.
To Peck, he's like, you know what that is, Tuck? That's a love spanking.
That's a love spank. Yeah. No.
That's awesome.
You want something in this world, go get it. Don't make excuses. Everybody deals with something, right? Okay? We'll talk about this, and I didn't plan on this, but your granddad dealt with depression.
Yeah.
I deal with depression. I deal with it to the point that I've been in a mental hospital twice now, okay? It's okay to talk about these things, guys. There's a lot of people in this world that's maybe one of them cowboy rules that I don't agree with, right? You got to be tough all the time. That's okay. If you want something in this world, go get it.
Go on.
That's it. Just go get it. Don't make excuses. I mean, I had a son at 16 years old. He was born the month before I started my junior year of high school. Okay? I had people saying, you're going to be a dumb cowboy, you're not going to get into college, you're going to do this, you've ruined your life, everything else. Not only did I graduate high school, but I got a 4-year degree. I graduated with 0 student debt. Okay? Don't tell me something's not achievable. Okay? That's just an excuse.
Yeah.
If it's not achievable for you, that's on you. But if you want something in this world, go get it. If you want to be in agriculture, find your way in, get on the phone, get on social media, and Ranch World ads, Ranch World ads, there's ad every day for a job.
Every
Probably 50 of them
Every
a day.
Yeah,
So-
we know plenty of people who've talked about it on the pod. Like, that's how
Yeah,
they got
Ranch
it.
World.
That's
I
how
see 'em all
Ben
the time.
Crutchman got his job.
Yeah.
That's how Ben got it. That's how Hayden, one of our interns, got
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how
You're going to have to edit a lot of this out because we went off the rails there. But
No,
Cord
pretty passionate
Weehot.
about that,
That's how
but-
Cord
Yeah.
Weehot got his start.
the second piece of advice I'd have for anybody in agriculture, Mike, write this down. This is going to make you more successful. Cull ruthlessly.
Cull. K-U-L-L, right?
No, C-U-L-O.
Throckmorton, baby.
Yeah. Cull
Cull your cows.
ruthlessly.
Yeah.
Okay? Cattle, sheep,
Friends.
people. I'm going to say that. A lot of people won't. People. There's people in your world that are dragging you down. They don't have to be there.
that's
But
right.
I wrote a article when
Speaking
I
of
was in
that,
college.
Mike, we got to talk.
That's enough of the Alabama.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I wrote an article in college, and it was basically a copy of Walmart's employment contract. So when you go to work for Walmart, they give you a contract, and it basically what you can expect from Walmart, pay, insurance, respect, all those things, and what they expect from their employees. So I wrote it for cattle. If you're a cow, I expect you to have a calf every 11 months and wean that calf. If you're a bull, you have the best job in agriculture. Your job is to breed and eat, okay? If that was my job, I would be employee of the month every single month. And I mean,
Hustling.
just do your job, okay? Don't put your tool somewhere it doesn't belong to where it don't work no more. Don't break fences. Don't run over nobody. Don't go to the neighbor's house, okay? If you bluff my mother-in-law off the fence once or twice, you'll get a pass, but don't run over. Yearlings, right? They need to get there and they need to gain. If I see something's falling off and not going to fit my load anymore, he goes to the sale barn, okay? Those cattle can expect for me to be treated with respect. They're going to be given every tool they need to do their job. But there are so many people that lose their operation or lose money in the cattle business because they let their emotions get in. I got a phone call the other day from a guy that has a cow that hadn't calved in 2 years. Is there anything I can give her to help her calf? Nope. Let's think of it this way. If you had 100 employees, okay, 98 of them showed up every day and did their job, and 2 of them didn't do their job for an entire year, what would you do with those 2 employees?
Are they Alabama fans or Auburn fans?
Oh, my gosh.
No, I'm just playing. Get rid of them.
Get rid of them,
Yeah.
right? There is not a bovine on this earth that means more to me than my wife and kids. She has never done anything to make me emotionally attached to her enough to not fire her when she doesn't do her job. I sold my first show heifer. Yeah, she had a calf. Calf got killed by coyotes, never bred back. Went to the sale barn.
Ouch.
Okay? That's Molly. I mean, that's a show heifer, right? No, she gone.
Poor Molly.
Poor Molly. I bet she, I don't know if she tastes good or not. I don't care. And I'm a black and white thinker. You do your job, you got a place to stay. You don't do your job, you go. So cull ruthlessly, and
like that.
everything will be better.
I like that.
No second chances.
If somebody's wanting to work for you, where can they find you or reach out or your
Yeah,
Facebook?
so I just give my phone number.
Yeah.
My number's 325-650-6657. You can get us on Facebook. It's Jimmy Dale Abner, Abner Family Feeders, and Mulberry Creek Cattle Company. My wife will check that. I don't. But, yeah, shoot me a message. Give me a phone call. If I don't answer, text me. I'm busy, but I'll get back to you.
That's good.
Yeah.
There you go, there you go, folks. Somebody's wanting in, and here's your
Holler.
opportunity.
You bet.
Holler at him. All right, we like to end it with favorite Bible verse.
Do I get to ask
Or-
all y'all's tough question? We get a reverse.
You
it
want
for
to do
just a
that?
second?
Oh,
If we're going to
okay.
have time.
Yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
I got 2 questions.
We got time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jimmy Dale Abner Podcast. Jimmy, this is where you get to ask a question to Michael or I.
Heck yeah. No, I got one for both of you. Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Jim Dale Abner podcast right here in Throckmorton, Texas. I've got Tucker Brown and Matt with me.
Oh,
Matt,
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, I got a question for you. What was we'll go back to the Bedrock tough question, one of my favorite segments of the show. What was the toughest part about leaving Alabama and coming to Throckmorton, Texas? Or what's the toughest part about just leaving home?
Leaving my granddad.
Come on.
But I don't know. I trust God. This is where God wants me to be in life.
Amen.
So I prayed about it. It weighed on my heart. Now I'm here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then this feels like home now.
That's awesome.
So
That's great. You still get to go home and see Granddad?
yeah, if I want, yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I get FaceTime all the time.
His
Yeah.
boss lets
Your
him
boss
go.
pretty good about letting you go back to Granddad.
Yeah, my boss is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Cool guy.
Granddad. But I love visiting with the older generation. Just, I don't even care if I learn anything, but just what they say is really cool.
I got a few numbers I need to send you.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, if you want to adopt a grandson, I gave my number earlier. Go ahead and give me a call. I'll drink coffee and talk
That's
cattle all
funny.
day long.
Grace was talking about getting adopted.
Yeah.
I need to. Oh, never mind. We're not going there.
I already know where you're
All
going. That's not.
All right, I do have a question for Tucker Brown. And this is going to be a Bedrock tough question. Mm-hmm. I know your dad could answer this without like any bobble.
Uh-oh.
But 17 breeds that the Ari Brown Ranch has raised and sold at the ranch. Can you name them?
Yep. Let's see.
Keep count.
Yeah, keep counting over there. We got Hereford Angus, Red Angus, Black Red Angus. We have Simmental. We have Sim Angus. We have Hotlander. We have Cinepole. We have Brahmin. We have Senegus. We have, what would you call a Brahmin Cinepole cross? A Brawpole.
Cinnabral.
Cinnabral?
Yeah.
Simbra, maybe?
No.
No, that's
Simmental
Simmental
Brahmin, yeah.
That too.
Oh, both those.
Both those.
That's okay. We're at 12.
Akushi,
Oh, okay.
Wagyu. What are we at? 14
You sold Wagyu?
commercials.
Commercials, okay.
I'm gonna say, what's that? What are you doing over there? I can hear that.
Oh, you can? Sorry.
Whenever you grab it.
Oh, it's the semi
grab
truck,
the
and I
mic.
grab it and close it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My fault, guys.
The
That's all right, amateur.
14. What the Akushi Angus Cross,
I don't even know what to call that.
Aka Angie.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's as far as I can go.
That's 15. Never Charlet.
Charlotte's never.
Not even back in the day.
No, I guess a Hereford Angus Cross,
Yeah.
like a Black Baldy would be another one.
Yeah. Next time your dad's in here, I ask him that question. I want to know.
That's a good one.
He said 17, so. What about limousine maybe back in the 80s?
No Emmys, not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't like limousine cattle. I don't like Japanese cattle either. But that's
Always
just me.
always heckle people. You know, the Southeast guys are really good at crossbreeding, mostly because they have to.
Yeah.
And they're always like, dude, you need some Brahmin up here. I was like, if I wanted to lose money, I would absolutely have some Brahmin up here.
You bet.
Which doesn't go over so well because they really love Brahmin.
Yeah.
But we just don't need them.
Yeah.
And they discount them up here. So really, if I wanted to lose money, I would have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've taken some eared cattle to the yard. They were at the right price.
There are some that don't agree with me. There are some Brahmin cross cattle here in the county.
Yeah. I mean, your environment tells you what kind of cattle to run and your market.
True.
So there's not a broad blanket there, you know. They got 1,400-pound cows up in Nebraska, up to 1,600-pound cows. I want a 900-pound cow. I want a 900-pound cow winning a 700-pound calf. People say it can't be done. I think it can. I think some R.A. Brown genetics would help, and I think getting a smaller cow that milks good.
Texas Tech did a study, and it was pretty cool how they did the 3 different cow sizes and how many cows you could have on that same acreage, and it was really cool. Dr. Rathman did it, and at the end, for like westernish Texas, like Lubbock, Throckmorton, all that around there, that the cows that made sense, where they're like using 1,100-pound cows and then using every implant along the way, could get you to your final weight that made the most money because you could have the most cows and more pounds of beef per acre.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I don't know what breed that was, but that was one of their studies. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you bet. No, I think there's some breeds that are underappreciated, like the Braunvie breed. Boy, I like Braunvie cattle. I think Bronvy's demise, they're going to turn into the Shorthorn because they like them in the show ring.
They do like them in the show
and
ring.
we're going to push them away from being the good cattle they are. But no, I think we've got the genetics, we've got the management, we've got the tools to do it. Let's make the perfect cow. I think that's something your dad's been working on.
He has.
Abby Grace is pretty close.
She is pretty close.
Pretty close. And then you sell a
She did
female
pretty good.
you sell a cow for $100,000.
And we sold her 2 years ago to a cooperator. And the cooperator had 2 bulls out of her, sold them for $94,000 and $64,000,
And then sold the cow again.
and then sold the cow.
Golly. Did y'all sell some embryos out of her at that sale too?
Yeah.
What'd they bring?
I don't remember because I was still going 100,000.
100,000. Yeah.
Now that was my first time to get off the. My dad does the females on the block, and that was my first time off the block. So I watched her sell, and then I went and got something to eat.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. When them embryos sell, like some of them were selling for like 600. Is that per embryo?
And probably
Huh. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal.
a lot of times there's 4 of them, but they only charge you for 3. So basically they're
You get one free.
So is
Yeah.
that $200 an embryo, or is that $1,800 for 3 of them?
yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Golly, these questions I'm asking. Jimmy Dale podcast was pretty hard today. I'm sorry. Had amateurs making noise on their microphone, and
Yeah. Amateurs, man.
yeah, I don't know. 14 out of 17 is a passing grade though, so
I'd say so.
yeah, close enough.
That's about what I did. That's about what I do in life. About
Yeah.
14 out of 17.
Yeah,
You agree with that?
No, me too.
Well, there was a study put on by the Red Angus Association that you're going to lose money on 21% of the cattle that you buy. Like, this is feeder cattle,
Yeah.
right? Well, that like scares people, but that means 89% of the time I'm making money. I just got to make sure that 89 covers that 21%. If you can't bet on yourself in this world, what can you bet on? Have faith in Jesus and do what what He made you to do, and do it the best. So that was the Jimmy Dale podcast. Kind of fun.
That was a good one.
That was a good.
That was a good one.
Might need to do a number 2.
Listen to him. Now he's going to start his own.
No, I don't have the time for that.
what they all say.
My wife would have to set it all up.
Hey,
I wouldn't get
Jimmy
people
Dale.
to come.
I heard a guy say, if you want it, go get it. An excuse is an excuse, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I've heard.
Maybe I'll bring back Christ Coffee and Cattle. I might bring that back.
Been a couple of years.
It's been that was a lot of fun.
When was that?
The 3 C's.
19?
Ooh,
18?
no, way before that. I stopped in 17 or 18.
Really?
Yeah, and I did it for 2.5 years. I started in 15.
Is AgGrad still a thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Seen it.
I haven't either. It was a pretty cool group, but no, I haven't seen them. So I know it was kind of ran by one guy, and that's probably a lot for one fella.
Yeah.
So, and that's what happened with my talk show. For those that don't know, I had a talk show called Christ, Coffee, and Cattle. We talked about those 3 things. Normally we talked about God and cattle while I drank coffee. But, yeah, it was on Snapchat. That's how far back it was. It was before Instagram, TikTok. And I didn't know how to monetize it. There wasn't really influencers. Dale was
Starting his thing.
starting his thing. And I did a lot more of the educational stuff instead of the entertainment stuff. But I got to go to Brazil, and that really picked it up. And so now that we're at the feedlot, we'll probably do some more of that. I just won't show the sheep. But
You could show them too.
yeah, no, something I definitely need to work at. So you've inspired me. Mike has.
There you go, Mike.
I've inspired
What
somebody.
did I do?
Yeah. You remember when we were talking about
Cool
them places
beans.
where I learned what not to do? Mike has inspired me.
Hey. All I heard is I inspired
Mike
somebody.
inspired.
Yeah,
Haircut.
that's right.
You're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Anytime.
Life advice and or favorite Bible verse or story. What you got?
Yeah, pick you a good partner that has the same beliefs that you do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's super important, Mike.
Equally yoked.
Yeah, and it's you got slim pickings, so
Yeah, I do got slim.
make it,
Slim
maybe make it a little
pickings.
harder. But no, I got a favorite chapter in the Bible. It's Deuteronomy 30. I'm not gonna read the whole thing,
Ooh.
Deuteronomy.
but I like Deuteronomy 30.
Don't hear many from Deuteronomy or Numbers. Or,
Boy, I like Deuteronomy. I don't know, I'm a weirdo.
Deuteronomy 18.
But Deuteronomy 30 basically lays out the choice of life and death, and God pleads with us to choose life and what will come from that. But because of the letter that your dad wrote, this is something that helped me when I was dealing with depression. It's Isaiah 41:10. It says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. And that's not a promise, or that's not a suggestion. That's a promise.
Yep.
And so no matter what we're going through, Jesus is right there. And take faith in that. Whatever you're going through today, just know that Jesus is there for you, and he loves you, and he cares for you. And if you ever need to talk, give me a call.
Amen.
We can discuss it. I would much rather get a phone call at 2 o'clock telling me that you're depressed than get a phone call from a loved one. And this has happened in my life, that you're no longer with us.
Yep.
So give
It's
it a
real.
shot. Yeah, talk about it.
It's real. I got
Israel?
Israel.
Is that what you said?
It is real.
Oh, okay.
It's that Alabama dadgummit. Give me a second.
Gotcha.
He'll get it out of there.
Okay, so
Hey, get the mic.
dang, I'm an amateur.
Amateur, dude.
Deuteronomy 8:18. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. And then Psalms 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. God puts the desires in your heart, but you got to put the work in.
That's right.
Gives
You
you
gotta
the
get after
ability.
it.
What did
Yeah.
it say? Gives you the ability
Ability.
Yeah.
to what?
The ability to. I mean, I'm not butchering this. Hold on.
The ability to gain wealth or something?
Yes. It is the ability to produce wealth.
Produce wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I always say you can pray for a hole, but God doesn't want you to lean against the shovel. Get to digging, boy.
Gotta do
He's
some
not going
work
to do the
yourself.
work for you.
That's right. That's right. He'll support
He
you.
doesn't glorify laziness.
Oh, amen. He's preaching now. Maybe that's what he needs to be.
Easy, Mike. Easy. Get him fired up now.
Yeah, go to preaching.
Get him fired up.
Be a priest, you wouldn't even have to worry about finding a woman.
Yeah, true. It's true.
That's true.
We've been still studying the life of David in church, and Carly's been studying the Bible of Matthew, so I've kind of been getting both. But one of the things I love I found out that there's more written about David in the Bible than any other character in the Bible, and like he's in Psalms, he's in Acts, he's in Samuel, like everywhere. But they were talking about creating a clean heart, and that's what David was praying for after this dang woman in a bath or something.
Yeah.
Bathsheba, what a lady.
Yeah.
But it says in Psalms 51:10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew my spirit within me. But even the guy who has written the most in the Bible about making mistakes and then asking for the pure heart.
Yeah.
Still a sinner.
Yeah. We all are.
But he is. But then he was like, okay, I know I messed up, and you're the only one that can help me clean that up.
Yeah.
Like clean my heart and get those desires.
The king had everything.
Yeah.
King that had everything.
Written by a woman. Take note on that too, bud. You know,
Gone.
a bad one's a bad one. Good one's
yeah.
a good one, but a bad one's a bad one.
And then he went off, sent
Shows
off
the importance of
her
finding the
husband to
Yeah,
die.
yeah. Try to cover up his mistakes, and you know it's crazy. It's hard to confess our sins, but he already knows about them.
Yep.
And so when we pursue like an actual relationship, a friendship with them,
Yeah.
it gets a lot easier to confess your sins, which makes it a little bit easier not to sin as much.
Yeah. You gotta your love for Christ will outweigh the desires to feed your flesh.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
how you kill it.
You desire a relationship with Jesus, your desires are going to be more godly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
desire
the desires
the
on
things
your
I
heart
need
are
to.
not going to be of the flesh. They're going to be
100%.
spiritual.
I want to please him. I want to do his work. So.
That's right.
And there's also a lot of I remember wondering, there's a lot of kids in college that I was with, same age. I say kids, we were kids in college. And they said, they're like, everybody said, what are you going to do? And we're like, man, I don't know what I want to do. And it's in the Bible, it tells us, he was like, dude, ask the Lord and he'll show you the desires of your heart. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
And that's been a cool part about the whole social media deal.
Yeah.
Is that I've just been able to enjoy the ride, dude.
Yeah. And just real quick, we're done, but and just to follow that, like following God's plan for you, just giving him the reins, being able to turn that over. You know, it's not easy. When I graduated college, I had a job offer that I really wanted. And the same day that they offered me a job, I found out I was a match to give my dad a kidney, and he was going to die of kidney failure if not. So
Forgot about that.
yeah, I had to turn down the job to be able to do that. I was pretty upset. I'd worked hard. I deserved that job. I earned that job and wasn't able to do it, so I was frustrated. Then I got offered a state job and COVID hit. And for a year, that was postponed. They called me like 13 months later, said, "Do you still want the job?" I was like, "I've moved on, you know." And I was curious. Like I'd got my degree. I'd worked really hard. I'd gotten offered those 2 jobs that really were attractive to me. Now I'm at the feedlot with my good-looking wife every day. You know, I wake up and she's got breakfast, wearing an apron. I wish she. Never mind. You know, I'm
Getting carried away.
Easy.
she's distracting.
Where's the mute button?
Yeah, no, but I'm at the feedlot with my family, doing what I love every single day, and it's not where I thought I was going to go. That's not what I was working towards, but that's where God wanted me to be, and that's where He put me. So, being able to just to give Him control and say, "I trust in you. Let's go."
Yep. I 100%
cool.
agree with that.
Amen. Thanks for being on, Jimmy Dale.
Thanks, guys. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a good pod.
Yeah, episode
68.
Oh my gosh,
Doesn't hit the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same, does it? It just doesn't do it.
You have a hard time finding a woman, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I'll put them through something.
Do something. Hey, thanks for listening to the Registered Ranching Podcast. Check out the merch online, registeredranching.com. We'll get it shipped right to you. Check out 55. What was that?
5-star.
5-star review. Get a 5-star review. Really helps us out. Gets the podcast out there. Check us out on other social medias as well. But until then, next time, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. God bless you. Stay classy and ranch on. Nancy, you got anything you need to say? Yeah, get her. Come on, get her the mic. Get her on the mic.
Golly. Everybody, man, you are lying. She is good looking. What can I say?